We're Jimmy and Natalie, and we travel full-time in our DIY van conversion. After selling our schoolie last month, we find ourselves in Utah with the wide open road in front of us. While celebrating our newfound freedom, we're also struggling to figure out what's next for us. Now that we can go anywhere, where do we want to go?
So we kind of promised someone that we'd be in eastern Oklahoma at the end of the week, which is 3 days from now, and just over 1,000 miles. But there's still a lot of things we want to see before we get there. And that kind of brings up the idea of what is our new direction now that we've sold the bus. It's been a couple months since we've done a road trip. The last one was through California, and that was awesome. So we're gonna try to do the same thing, but we're gonna compact it all the way down into 3 days.
When we first started traveling, our big goal was to see the western side of the US because we'd never been. And we did that. And then we just kind of stayed and hung around in the desert for, it's been about a year at this point.
So today officially starts our eastern road trip. Our first destination will be eastern Oklahoma, and we've got a friend there that we're gonna meet up with. We've kind of waited to the last minute, so we literally have 3 days to do 1,000 miles. So we're gonna start off in Valley of the Gods. That's what you see here. Behind us is Lady in the Bathtub. We're about to do the 17-mile drive around Valley of the Gods, see everything it has to offer, and kind of just quickly move on. We might be moving pretty fast, but again, 1,000 miles, 3 days, it's gonna be pretty tough. This is actually really fun. All right, your turn.
These hills are making me nervous.
Oh, we're gonna pass some cows. There's cows up there. Oh, it's got horns.
I think I'm gonna stay here and let them pass. I kind of want to watch them, so I don't mind. They are really paying attention to us, and their horns are big. So once you make it to Castle Rock, you've seen like a good stretch of the road, and that's also where you start to see like way more flagship rocks. Because I think after Castle Rock, it looks like there's Battleship Rock, Franklin Butte, Rooster Butte, and Sitting Hen Butte.
So even though we've been driving all morning, we've made virtually no progress. The Valley of the Gods road is a loop, and we are now back at the start of it. I think it was worth the stop, but we're gonna have to hit the road after lunch.
We were so hungry we honestly forgot to film it, but lunch was really good. You'll just have to take my word. We're gonna get back on the road though, because we've got quite a ways to go. This is hands down one of the most famous roads in the entire US. Like, this is the road from Forrest Gump. That's like how I know it in my mind.
I just can't stop smiling. Like, this is so cool. Who has not seen Forrest Gump? It's got to be one of the most popular movies. And we passed the sign. This is the Forrest Gump Hill. This is exactly where they filmed that scene. That's the background.
It looks just as cool in person.
There's a crowd of people running up the hill, I guess, to reenact it. Unless they're shooting Forrest Gump 2 that we just don't know about.
Hey, I'd watch that.
We're just patiently waiting our turn.
Yeah, we're not the only people with the idea to come here.
The hill right there is the Forrest Gump Hill, and we're not the only ones that know that. So there's probably close to 50 other people here. So we're gonna move down and try to get a better shot. All right, this is much better. Go ahead.
I'm pretty tired.
I think I'll go home now.
This seems fitting that we stop here on our way back east.
Yeah, we are going home. That's the whole new direction.
It's not permanent though, it's just a visit.
The speed limit on this road is 65. Oh.
You think you could do that all the way across America?
I'm pretty tired. I think I'll go home now. All right, there's a car coming. We gotta move.
Oh gosh, I think I probably ran like a quarter mile going back and forth trying to get good photos and videos. So we're trying to figure out which way we're gonna go because we're gonna actually finally start making some progress towards Oklahoma. I mean, I say finally, but it's really only 1 p.m., so we're making good time.
We woke up at 6 a.m.
We did, yeah. We're gonna crash tonight at like 8. But we're finally gonna start actually trying to get some miles in towards Oklahoma. It's really hard to leave this area behind, but I feel like we've had a really good last day in the Red Rock Desert. So far it says we have 14 and a half hours. We're back in Arizona. I didn't even know we were going into Arizona. I guess that makes sense, right?
You're the navigator.
Hey, it's you know, the phones make it so easy. I don't have to know where we're going. We decided to take a slight detour and we're gonna go check out some made up lines.
Sounds so exciting.
It's cooler than I'm making it sound.
This looks like a military complex. $8 per person.
What? $16 to look at the made up lines?
It's a road trip. Hey, how are you? Just 2. Thank you, you too.
Thank you. So we're in Arizona, which is a state we've been driving through. But now I'm in New Mexico, Colorado, and I'm back in Utah.
I feel like this is good enough.
You can take a nap in all 4 states.
I went to the bathroom a couple minutes ago and I walked through 3 states to get there.
Oh, we picked a really windy day to stop by here, but I'm glad we came by. This is something I've always known, that there's a 4 Corners monument somewhere, and we've just kind of driven through this area before and not really had the time to stop or didn't feel like it for whatever reason, but we always knew one day we need to visit that spot. It's so famous, we've got to go. So I'm glad we were able to do that today.
I like how you say somewhere, like it's not quite known where the 4 Corners monument is.
Well, growing up in South Carolina and not really leaving the surrounding states very often, I didn't really have a good picture of what things look like out here. So the fact that 4 states touched, no way was I gonna remember which 4. We just pulled up at the first Walmart I think we've seen in about a month, and we're weirdly excited to stay here tonight. Walmarts are just kind of peaceful, very convenient, and it's quieter than a truck stop. We're gonna run in and get some groceries and then probably get some work done. Probably go to bed early if we know what's good for us, because we're supposed to make this road trip in 3 days, and it's the end of driving for day 1. We've gone, how many miles, Jimmy?
200 miles.
We've gone 200 miles with about 800 left to go. So we're really gonna need to pick up the pace. We're gonna need to do like twice as fast for the next 2 days to get where we need to go on time. It was a lot of fun what we did today. We drove through some cool stuff, and I'm glad that we didn't miss it. But we'll just have to go a little bit faster to make up for it. Since we're at Walmart, we actually went inside and bought a couple of things, mostly groceries. And we had to get these. They're just cough drops. Jimmy likes them because, well, for one, these are super cheap. And I don't know what it is, but Jimmy's throat gets really dry, like when we talk in the car. So it helps to have cough drops.
She likes to talk a lot, that's why.
My throat doesn't get sore, just his. I mean, maybe he just does that so that I shut up, but... So since we took our time yesterday, we've got about 13 hours left in our drive to make it to Tulsa. I think our goal for today is gonna be to make it into Oklahoma. Doesn't have to be all the way to eastern Oklahoma, just inside the state line.
That is a big goal.
Road trip.
Road trip. I do feel like we're starting the road trip today.
Yeah, I feel like yesterday shouldn't really count. So we stopped at a place that we are familiar with, and Jimmy's about to do something that I think is crazy.
I'm not on board either.
He's not exactly sure if he's going to do it. But we're back at the Blue Hole in Santa Rosa, New Mexico, which if you've watched our old video about it, we've been here before, and it's basically an 80-foot deep hole that is filled with very, very cold water. And we came here one time with the intention of jumping in, and we totally chickened out. Oh, starting to chicken out a little. We're just worried we're gonna hit the water, forget how to swim, and then sink, and it's 100 feet deep. There's no way to get anyone out. It's scary, you know? So we're driving back through. We thought we'd stop and just look at it again, and we're trying to decide if Jimmy's gonna get in. I don't think I'm going to. You get your blood flowing? You're just gonna tire yourself out and then you can't swim back.
This is such a stupid idea.
No.
I don't like this. Alright, it is warmer than last time we were here. And I'd like this to be known, I'm only doing this because our friend Cory did this a few months ago, and he's who we're gonna go see in Oklahoma next week. And I can't let him outdo us. So Natalie's gonna stay behind this time. I don't know how she convinced me of that. I hate this.
You're gonna do great, Jimmy. I promise.
Oh my gosh, it's so cold.
All right, you can do it, Jimmy. All right, I dare ya. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, please give me that. That is the coldest thing I've ever done in my life. I'm fine now, but it's the quarter-second fall from the top to the bottom that's so scary.
Oh my gosh.
Because you jump and then you're free falling for so long.
The part I can't get over is knowing that it's 80 feet deep below you. I'm so proud of you. You can run back to the van. Oh. Oh, you're cold.
I know.
Oh, you did it, Jimmy. That's so cool. Oh,
gosh.
How does it feel?
It's like when we did the ice bucket challenge. You do it and it's a lot warmer than you think it is.
Really?
But
yeah.
it gets your heart rate going.
Yeah.
I don't know how, but she's gonna do it too.
I don't know how this happened. My intention was not to do this today.
I'm not gonna wear my jacket out of solidarity though, because I know how cold it gets.
That's sweet. I'm actually I'm really, really scared of this. Deep, deep water freaks me out. I'm just gonna go do it before I talk myself out of it.
You got this. do you feel?
I kind of thought I was gonna die because I came up and there was like water in my nose. I did it.
I love you.
Love you.
Oh.
I just want to hug you and get your warmth.
I know.
I'm so out of breath. I can't believe how much I choked when I hopped in.
You made me really nervous because you jumped in and I heard like gargling almost, and I was really nervous you swallowed water. You got this.
I got a bunch of water in my sinuses because I forgot to plug my nose, and I was just so nervous. I just totally forgot.
We both did it.
I am so proud of us.
That's so cool. I'm proud of you, Nat.
Well, thanks, Jimmy.
You're a real trooper. You went kicking and screaming, but you did it. I'm just kidding. I definitely put up more of a fuss than you did. 100%.
I don't know. I was pretty dramatic once I hit the water. You seem very cool and collected when you're swimming back.
It seemed like you had a medical emergency. You hit the water.
Yeah, that gasp or wheeze, whatever noise I made when I came up scared me.
Yeah, it's definitely a little scary. I was like looking for a place to set on the camera so I could jump in.
Oh my gosh. I'm really glad you didn't have to do that. But that's a longer swim than like it looks.
Honey, we got a lot of driving to do to catch up. We still have it was 7.5 hours. I don't know how many miles. I forgot how many miles, but it's 7.5 hours, and we have the rest of today and tomorrow to go.
Yeah, we were supposed to speed things up today. We got a little sidetracked.
After leaving the Blue Hole, we really just set our minds to driving to get to Tulsa as soon as possible. And that's kind of all we did on day 3. I don't think we stopped once. Well, for gas. We stopped for gas. But other than that, we didn't really do any sightseeing.
Y'all didn't miss anything.
But pretty much today is the day we're gonna go see our friend Cory. But you might have been seeing in the background of a lot of these shots, our van is disgusting. It's covered in mud. We've been doing a lot of off-roading the past couple weeks, and we haven't had a chance to clean it. So since we're in Tulsa, we're gonna take it by a truck wash and get Pancake a nice bath before we go see our friend. Hey, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
Good, thank you.
I always feel so lazy doing these, but it's just way easier, and they do a better job than we do anyway.
I don't know what to do with my eyes. Like, I feel weird, like I'm staring off into space because I don't want to make eye contact with the guy.
Yeah.
He's so close to the window.
They're probably pretty used to it. We're officially in eastern Oklahoma. We've driven over 1,000 miles. We want to go over like what the actual numbers were for this.
Yes. So we went a total of 1,078 miles. To travel over 6 states, it cost $272.52. That's not bad. That's cheaper than a plane ticket would have cost.
It's probably true. Certainly for 2 people.
Yeah.
We're actually going to start filming the next video like right now.
So if you want to see where we go next week, don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.